Hi there, my name is Alex Kanadinik. I'll be your instructor. Welcome to the course. Let me tell you a little bit about me and then what you're going to get in the course. I've got a YouTube channel about business and marketing. It's reaching to 2 million views by now, and maybe hopefully by the time you see it, it will be over that. And in this course, what I'm going to explain to you is I actually recently refilmed it entirely. And what I'm going to give you in the course is I'm first going to walk you through exactly what you need to get your video, almost any video, to have a lot of views and then do well on YouTube. So I'm going to just talk specifically about YouTube, how to get a lot of exposure for a YouTube video, because that's what I found that most people need. And then I'm going to get into more advanced things, how to leverage recommendation algorithms. Then I'm going to get into how I built my own channel and my own strategy. And then I'm going to get into doing ads, doing automation for social media, and boosting your video from outside elsewhere on the web. So you have everything. You got YouTube search, you've got YouTube recommendation algorithms, you've got YouTube external promotion, and with that, you should have a very winning YouTube channel and YouTube videos. So again, welcome, and let's get started. In this video, I'm going to show you something that I am really excited about. Let's pick a random video on my channel and I'll show you how it works. What I'm talking about is the end screen. In the past, it used to be a little bit difficult to make an end screen, but now it's actually easy. Here's what happens. This is my video. When it gets to the end, you have what I would almost refer to as a secret weapon. You can add elements to your end screen. And you can promote either a link to a product if you want to sell things to people, get more subscribers, this is really important for new channels, or if you want to boost views for any other video. And as you will see in this course, video views are one of the ranking factors. So if you want to give one of your videos that little extra punch, a little bit extra, and in fact raise the total minutes watched of one person of a lot of your videos, this is exactly the way to do it. So for example, you might select the video view, and then you're going to just say, they give you options, most recent upload. You could do that if you want, that could be a strategy. For me, I want to choose a certain video that I want to promote extra, or a playlist. In my case, I'll just do video, and I have a certain video that I want to promote. You can either paste the URL here, right here, or you can just choose one. So I'll choose one randomly just for the example's sake. And then I'll create the element, and here, boom. When a person finishes my video, they get a commercial for a next video, which is amazing because that person gets another ad from me, I make more money, and I don't lose that person to maybe YouTube will recommend my video to maybe YouTube will recommend other videos after my video, and this is one of the ways for me to retain my viewers. Of course, this is just to get more views. You can also ask people to subscribe, and this will get you more subscribers, but what I really love is the opportunity to also sell. Because if you create a link to an approved website, you have to get your website approved, or there is such a thing as you can send people to crowdfunding websites or to approved retailer sites. And you can approve your own website. If you maybe sell your products on your own site, you can just select your website and send people there, right to your product pages. So this is a way to get people to buy more right away if you send people there. Now also there's a list of retailer sites that are approved for basically merchandise. And this is a list here of all of those guys, list of approved retailers. As you can see, there's a lot of websites. You can try to find whether, if you sell on Etsy, that's a pretty popular one. iTunes is a huge one. So there's a lot of big sites where you can sell, or of course you can funnel people to your site. So this is just one of the ways that you can retain viewers, make more money, sell more products right away without any extra work. In this video, I want to introduce you to what is a professional way to promote a YouTube video. And you'll see that it's a combination of many things, not just one thing. And maybe if you've tried to promote a video before, you've tried one or two things and it didn't work, and you'll completely understand why, because it's a combination of things. The first thing is that today videos have to be high quality. You can do all the marketing in the world, but if they're not really great, if competitive videos are better, then it's going to be like going up a hill. So you've got to make sure that your quality is great. It doesn't mean that you have to have some kind of like amazing video, but it just has to be competitive with other similar videos. And what you have to do is work on also getting engagement in the video, comments, upvotes, things like sharing, all that stuff. That also helps to boost your video. After that, you want to focus on SEO for the video, getting keywords that people might search to find this video and making sure that you rank #1 or on the first page. And we'll get into all that stuff. I'll cover how to do all this in the course. This is just a high-level overview. Now, once you got your initial views and you start growing your video inside YouTube, then what happens is the recommendation algorithm has to kick in, and it only kicks in. The recommendation algorithm is on the right side or below your video, depending on the device on which you watch the video. There is a list of other videos you might be interested in watching, and what you want to do is get YouTube to recommend your video next to really highly viewed videos, and so your video should be promoted next to that. And that only kicks in if you have a good video with good engagement and good SEO and you're getting initial views. And it promotes you next to videos that have similar numbers of views. So the more views you have, the more your YouTube promotes you next to bigger and bigger videos. And then what you can do is boost your videos with Facebook ads, YouTube AdWords ads, and a few other types of ads. I'll show you how to do that. And that's going to boost your views and engagement more. And then it's going to get you to be recommended on bigger and bigger videos. So there's a snowball effect that you want to kick in. Then to help you along, there is a technique for embedding your videos on all kinds of websites and blogs. I'll show you how to do that as well. Now, regarding social media marketing, there's very different types of social media marketing. First is the social sharing that you should do. This is you posting on Twitter, Facebook, Pinterest, Google+, all those things. Then there's the influencing sharing by other people. This is like people retweeting you, people resharing, reposting on Facebook, and it's different. And YouTube takes all of that into account. Then there's the hashtag marketing, which is kind of something that works on Facebook, works on Twitter very well, and it's a way to get discovered by more potential viewers and get more exposure. I'll explain that later in the course. And then, of course, there is also you posting on other existing groups and forums online, like Facebook groups that might enjoy your video and things like that. Next, of course, there's also on-video marketing. For example, your cover image, your channel art has to be very good, and when people search, there's 20 other videos that YouTube shows, and what you have to do is that your channel art, your cover image has to be so catchy that people want to click on that, and so should your title be, because people will judge your video by the image and the title, and that's how they'll decide whether they want to click on your video or not. And if you get more clicks than your competitors, YouTube will rank you higher. There's also specific YouTube channel settings that I'll show you later in the course that boost your videos. And there's a technique called search to intent match, and I'll show you that later in the video that will help you boost your rankings as well. And the idea is, you see, that you have to do all of this. And when you do all of this, then you get your video on this like snowball effect, and you get momentum inside YouTube. And then the real key for promoting a video is to tap into the vastness of YouTube. When you tap into the vastness of YouTube, and when you hit all the trigger points right, not just 1 or 2 or 3, but all of them, and when you get that snowball effect going, that's when YouTube gives you a lot of extra promotion by recommending you next to huge videos, many huge videos. And then that is where you really succeed and actually make significant money and grow. Now, it's not easy because all this requires a lot of work, but we'll go through all of this in the course, and by the end of the course, you'll know exactly how to do all of this. Before we even get to the really beginning of the course, I want to do an exercise with you. And here's the exercise. It's really simple. I want you to find some competitors of yours, people who already have channels that do what your channel does, or maybe they're more established. And I want you to write down, watch them. I want you to write down 5 things that they do, find 5 things that they do that you don't do, that would make, that you like, that you can appreciate, that would make your videos better. That's exercise 1. Now, exercise 2, do the same thing with a friend or a family member. And as many people as you do this with, you can do it with a friend, you can do it with a family member, you can do it with a 3rd, 4th, 5th person. As many people you can do this with, the better, because every single person, you'll be surprised, they'll be finding something new or a slightly different angle of how you'll be doing things better. So right off the bat, your videos will be so much incredibly better just from this simple exercise. Now let's get started with the actual marketing of YouTube videos. I want to start with SEO, and I'm going to spend the next few videos on specifically YouTube SEO, and I want to tell you why and how I'm going to position it. First, why? I want for you to get consistent new views every day from search traffic, and it's going to serve as the source of views that are going to turn into engagement metrics, sharing. It's going to give the initial life to your video, and that life we're going to use to snowball and grow your video. But it all is going to start with SEO. For many channels, it's the biggest source of their traffic, and I'll show you how mine is in a second. Now, there's going to be 3 parts to SEO to get it very right. There's going to be the keyword research. There's going to be the on-page SEO. That's how we use the keywords on our video descriptions and the titles and the keyword field. And then there's going to be the off-page SEO. The off-page SEO is pretty extensive. It's how we promote in many ways outside our actual video. And I'll get into that, and we'll get into some pretty nifty techniques later in the upcoming videos. And then what I really want to start to get you to think about is that the second 2 parts of this, they influence each other. So the more you put in the pre-work into doing everything right in your video, because that's something you cannot change once you put it live, the more it's going to influence your off-page SEO. For example, if the video is good, it's going to influence social sharing more. And we're going to get into that and many issues like that moving forward. So they're all intertwined, interconnected. It's not like make a video, promote it. It's really related. And now I want to show you a little bit about my channel and how SEO plays a big role in it. This is the analytics for this month of my YouTube channel. As you can see, I've got 55,000 views in the last 28 days here. You can see that. And what I really want to show is the sources of my views. So I'm going to go to views, and then I'm going to go to traffic sources, as you can see here. And what I just want you to see is that most of the views, we're going to organize this by views, and 31,000 views out of the 55,000, that came from search. So it's a consistent, great, it almost serves like a buttress for your video, and it always works to promote it. And in the coming videos, I'm going to explain how to get every part of your SEO very, very right. In this video, we're going to focus on keyword research for your SEO. I feel that keyword research to SEO is like the foundation for a home. It's what your entire thing is built on. It's extremely important to get it very right, and I'll show you how I do that. I still use the Google keyword tool. The way I usually navigate to it is I just search for a Google keyword tool. It puts me right here and I start using it. In your case, you may have to go to a few sign-in process steps. But you end up here and it says search for your keyword and phrase. What I'm really doing is I generally know what my video is going to be about. Let's say I'm doing a video about business planning or Facebook marketing or business ideas. Those are things that typically come up in my world because I help people plan and start their businesses. So those are natural type of topics for me. Now let's say I'm going to research business plan. Okay. And I want to make a video about business planning, and I just don't know exactly what the keyword variations are. So I do this, and of course business plan is my #1 term. I don't have to be a rocket scientist to realize that. And of course it's quite a big search in demand. It's quite in demand. And then the value for me of keyword research is the secondary keywords that are business plan template, how to write a business plan sample, business proposal. Business proposal is slightly different than business plan, but it's 10,000 searches a month almost, so that's good to know. The word sample business plan, you see? These variations, they're all easier to rank for than the term business plan. Because the business plan, that search, this term is the #1 most difficult term to rank for in this entire business planning niche, and every other term is a secondary term that's easier to rank for. There's less videos targeting that, and of course there's less demand, but there's less competition. And my goal is to find the sweet spot in the keywords that I choose to make sure that for my resources that are available to me and my marketing abilities and the current competitors, that I'm going to be able to rank for keywords that I choose. Because if I choose keywords that are too competitive, I won't rank and I won't get traffic. Now, if I choose keywords on the flip side of that are not competitive at all, but no one is searching for them, then I still won't get traffic because there's no demand. So the art of keyword research is to find, first of all, the entire spectrum of keywords. And you can browse this big list and you can see, if I scroll down, it says this is page 1 of 30 out of 700. You're not going to have to browse through 700 results because a lot of them are quite repetitive. But take a look here in the ad group ideas. There are many groupings of types of keywords. So maybe in your particular video, you might talk about the format of the business plan or making a business plan. And maybe it was going to be for small business. But maybe you're going to avoid the word proposal because it's not exactly business plan. It's kind of that, but it's not exactly. And it's not a development plan, and who knows what that is. It's a little vague. So some keywords are going to be super in your wheelhouse. Some are going to be kind of not. And your job is going to be to gather all of them. And then your job is going to be, once you've gathered them, maybe you also want to do like something close to business plan is a marketing plan. They're not the same thing, but they're close. And you may or may not, depending on the topic of your video, want to target the word marketing plan as well. And so basically what you want to do is browse a lot of similar variations. You can riff on it. You can go, okay, plan, strategy, template, sample. Okay, you can see that these are repeating themes that people are searching here. And in the next video, I'm going to show you how I will do competitor research to see if it's not too competitive. And I'm going to show you how I planned out my video to include a lot of these keywords. In this video, I'm going to show you how I do some practical research of my competitors before I plan out my video. For example, I know what my strengths are. I know approximately how many views I can get from my followers, from my social media, and how much engagement I can get on a regular basis, and how competitive I can be. So with all these things in mind, and of course for each of us this is different, let's say I want to rank for the word business idea. And I look at what's currently out there. I can see, the top video, of course this video, it looks like a top video, but this is an ad. We're not concerned about this ad, but the top video has 1 million views. Second one has 100,000, next one 300,000, another one has 1 million views, and so on and so on. So this one is a little bit of an anomaly. Okay, 33,000. And so we got, okay, so it kind of, you see it more or less, it's going down in either relevance or strength of views. And okay, so this tells us it's quite competitive. If you can get maybe out of the gate, if you can get 1,000 real views from all your friends, all your social media, that will be quite difficult to compete with this video. That's this video, for example. Let's consider the top 10 small business ideas. This video is kind of on a roll. It's on this snowball effect where it's getting a lot of views. I'm sure it's getting promoted on all kinds of recommended videos, and it's running away. So we're not gonna rank number 1, it's safe to say, in the beginning, unless we really pull out some tricks. Like maybe we'll spend some money on really boosting our views out of the gate, and we'll spend quite a bit of money. But anything free will be very difficult to do, although we will go over how you can maximize your chances. But still, it will be very difficult because this is a competitive keyword. So maybe it's not the most, there's a lot of risk to targeting this search because we don't have the resources as a potential new channel, if this is what you are, to maybe target a keyword like this. So maybe you want to target something like business idea for an app. And okay, right away you see there's less people, okay, less views. So the top video has 10,000 views, another video has 2,000, 8,000. Oh, look who it is. Even I'm here, and this is my video, and I've got like almost 3,000 views here. And I actually talk a lot about mobile apps. I actually have one video. See, this is not particularly relevant, but because it's got so many thousands of views, then 24,000 views on this video, then this video kind of got posted here. Another video that got a lot of views is here. And so you see that it's either by relevance or by a lot of views, but it's much easier to rank for a longer term than it is for a shorter term. Another video I'll show you, I'm trying to rank for the word business plan, and this is something I'm in the middle of. And it's not easy because look, I'm competing with very authoritative channels like Wharton School of Business. I mean, this is crazy. I mean, right? And then I've got people who, this guy spends a lot of money on ads to boost his views. So I'm competing with a lot of really powerful people. And I am somewhere near the bottom, but I'm on the first page. This is me. And I'm trying to grow this video little by little. In fact, it's been inching up in the rankings. It used to be page number 2, now it's on page number 1, and I'm doing what I can. But I knew this going in, and I knew that I was going to compete with videos that have like really incredibly authoritative, like U.S. Small Business Administration Association, and they've got hundreds of thousands of views. And I knew that I was going to have to, over time, do what I need to do to rank and just push all the right buttons over time, because this is a definitely high potential search term, even though it's brutally difficult. And in the next video, what I'm going to show you is actually how I use all the keywords in this particular video to give myself as much chance as possible to rank. In this video, I want to show you some keyword magic that I do with this particular video to make it inherently competitive in search like this. So I'm going to click on the video. I'm going to pause the ad here. Okay, so I'm going to pause the ad so it doesn't bother you. And I'm going to show you the title that we're going to play around with it, and I'm going to show you the description, and I'm going to tell you everything that went into it. We're going to talk about the title and descriptions later when it directly and I'm going to explain to you how to directly input it for SEO the right way. But I want to point your attention to first recall how when we did keyword research, when we did the keyword research for the term business plan, remember business plan was the hardest part, the hardest keyword in there. Remember that? So business plan is in here. But remember, do you remember like business plan template was in there? You see this? You see what I'm pointing to? Business plan template. You see that how to write a business plan was in there. Do you remember that? There's also outline. The word outline was there. Template, sample, example. And of course, everybody loves the word free. So what I did here is I took a few of the keywords that we found in the keyword research for this, and I put like I kind of made my title have many of the keywords, business plan, how to write a business plan. So I've got a lot of permutations, and I'm ranking far higher for these other keywords. So if I go like business plan template, and you see free examples, all of these things are something that I'm already ranking for. But if I go for business plan template, you see this is an ad, and I'm #1 with this video. Why is this important? Because even though I'm not #1 for the term business plan, this search is getting me some volume of traffic, and so are all the secondary searches, of course. So what that means is that I'm consistently already getting traffic, and what happens is I'm consistently getting traffic, and that traffic is getting me engagement, more views, and the more this video gets on a steamroll, the more it's going to rank highly by itself for the main keyword, which is just business plan. So you see how the keywording kung fu, starting with the keyword research, actually is part of my very long-term marketing plan. And in the next videos, I'm going to show you more insights about how I rank this. In this video, I'm going to walk you through how to actually place the keywords in the video. Okay, so this is going to be our on-page SEO. But in truth, we've already been thinking about our on-page SEO because all of our keyword research and looking into the keywords permutations, as you can see here, free business plan template, business plan, business planning maybe, all of that has been our pre-thinking to what we're going to place here. And there are only really 3 important fields for on-page SEO: the title, the description of the video, and these keywords fields. And let's go through it one by one. You don't want to keyword stuff, and I'm dangerously close to it here in the title because I got business plan, again repeating, and then simple outline, business planning. So maybe I am close to keyword stuffing. I'm walking a tightrope here. You can take it either way. Now, in the description, you can see I wrote a long description. I'm selling something on YouTube, then I'm promoting my books, then I'm selling another thing, and then I have a lot of other things. And one note that I could make is that I could also go super long tail. And here's what I mean. There's about maybe like 100 or 200 common business types: restaurant, cleaning, home repair, law office, dentist office, all of that. And what I could write in the description is mentions of all of these. And then, if you recall, I can go super long tail and not just have the permutations of like business plan template and but I can have business plan for a home repair, business plan for this, business plan for lawn care. So I can get on a lot of different searches that way, and that way I can boost my views even more. And then of course you've got your keywords, and here I've got the main keywords: business plan, write a business plan, how to write a business plan, business planning, all the permutations, business plan sample, all those sort of things. And essentially this is it. I encourage you to write a very full description, because that is going to help you rank in search. Not to mention that this is actually where you get to go super long tail. Like I played around with the permutations in the title, and keep in mind there's a difference between permutating the title keywords and playing around with the permutations and keyword stuffing. There's a difference, and what I'm advocating is that you use a lot of variations and permutations, so that if a person searches for like business plan in California when the weather is good, when I turn 20, blah blah blah, you like all these crazy things, and if you have the permutations, you'll be the most likely to rank. Whereas the competitor videos, they probably are just targeting the very few top keywords, if that. So with that, you're going to win on views. And now that you have your keywords set for as your on-page research, now we're going to move into the part of the course that's getting more interesting, because I'm going to walk you through the main signals, the main keyword, I'm going to walk you through the main ranking factors for YouTube. And then once you understand them, because all your pre-work is set on your on-page SEO, and once you understand how to, this is the foundation, but then when you launch your video, you're going to be like on page 10 or something. And then there's the work starts to do everything to get you up in the rankings until you're on the first page at #1. And so in the next video, I'm going to explain to you what the triggers are, what the ranking factors are for you to rank higher. I quickly want to show you a scenario when your keyword research should tell you like, hey, maybe this is not a good video to make. So for example, I just searched, as you can see, how to start a business, right? That's the main search. It's if you're in the entrepreneurship field, this is one of your best terms you can rank for. But so you kind of want to rank here. But the problem becomes when you look at current videos that you have to beat. So you see here, this is an ad, this is an ad. So these aren't videos you have to beat. But this is the beginning of the organic results of the YouTube search. And you can see the top videos have like 250,000 views, 2 million views, 250,000 views, 200,000 views, 200,000, 2 million views, million views, right? And it kind of continues in similar fashion, 100,000, 600,000, right? Here it gets less, but who knows what these guys are doing, and maybe their channels are authoritative. This one not so much, but this is a TEDx Talks, right? You see this channel has 4 million views, which makes it a very authoritative channel, which is why they are ranking here with only 24,000 views. Similar here, this is TEDx. So these are all like authoritative people, sometimes not as authoritative. Like for example, this is a very puzzling video why this is here. I would have to investigate later. But for the most part, these are quite competitive videos. So for you, you would have to seriously think twice about, do you really want to compete in such a crowded search, and isn't there maybe different keywords that are less competitive? So you literally sometimes want to do the search that you're trying to rank in and see, like, give it, a judgment call, like, will I be able to compete? See how your previous videos did. Think about how well your previous videos ranked, and you'll be able to understand the relative strength of your videos compared to the relative strength that you have to rank for a certain keyword. And so sometimes this will prevent you from making a video that will find it hard to get views, and maybe this will put you on a path to finding another video topic to put you on the path, in fact, to get views, right? So this is the part of keyword research that should steer you away from mistakes when you are in competitive niches, and give you ideas for less competitive niches where you can compete. And of course, as your channel grows and becomes more authoritative and you become better at ranking videos, then you might come back to the search and say, hey, now probably I can rank here, probably now is a good time. So that's when as your channel grows, as your authority grows on YouTube, that's when you start attacking more and more competitive search terms.